Who cares if he was a rookie or not? He won the championship in his first year. It's a good start. And it's Larry Ward, number 11.
He does it again in the main event. He's got McGrath behind him. Henry is third.
But Larry Ward taking the corner, and here's the challenge from Jeremy McGrath.
Oh, you see him look over at him. What are you doing up here, Ward? Larry Ward had the lead. McGrath
times. Ward number 11, and that's number 8. Henry makes the inside move on Ward. McGrath now is third. What a battle. Stanton just being in a good position. And it's McGrath taking the inside on Henry on the whoops. In Orlando, Florida, as we see Doug Henry and Stanton currently second and third to Jeremy McGrath. Welcome back to Orlando. Even though Mike LaRocco, while we were away, picked up 2 seconds a lap, I don't think it's enough. It doesn't look like it's enough here on the final lap to catch Jeremy McGrath. Both riders, LaRocco taking 3 months away from home, only a week off for Christmas to train before the season started. Certainly had the endurance factor.
He came back. He's established himself as the champion.
He takes the checkers.
Jeremy McGrath, season opener, numero uno. Staying true to your plate. I have no questions. You just tell me your thoughts.
Well, Jerry, you know, I was going into the race. I was pretty dang nervous. You know, I have to admit, I think it's just going to get easier from here on out. And you know, it's a tough track. It was really rutted, and LaRocco was on the gas for sure. But I did just what I wanted to do. I got a good start. I kind of screwed up there in the middle, like third lap or so, but I got it together and started riding and pulled it off.
Or somewhere up near the lead.
No, he won't.
No, he's back in the pack. It's Emig with the whole shot. They're with him. Number 10, yellow bike, Brian Swink. Then it's Lamson. Henry right there. The lead, but Craig in second place. Here's Kiedrowski. McGrath looking for a pass on Kiedrowski.
Unbelievable to see Jeremy this far behind. It brings back memories of old Charlotte, I guess, a year ago when he proved he could come through the traffic. See him look over his shoulder at Kiedrowski, who can't fly a start.
Starting out of the gate about 10th. And he catches Henry right here.
Gets by his teammate in a hurry. I'm looking for LaRocco, who was one bike behind McGrath on the first lap.
The 125 race in San Jose, which was probably his greatest comeback. He ran right into Brian Swink.
He knocks him off. He hit him. He knocked him off of this thing. I think he thought Swink was going to go a little wide. He tripled in underneath him. There was no way he could stop, and he just punted Brian Swink.
Swink's not going to forget that if he ever runs with McGrath once again. He might be looking over his shoulder to see if Jeremy's flying by.
Look at the pass on Jeff Stanton. McGrath went by Stanton like a bullet. Rear. He has passed about half the field.
Lamson on the inside. McGrath edging out in front, and he gets the line he wants.
Gave his teammate a little more room than he gave Brian Swink, didn't he?
Jeremy setting Michael Craig up right now. The crowd's going wild. He looks back at Michael Craig.
Makes it look so easy. Craig had the inside and couldn't hold on to the spot. I mean, Michael Craig had that corner covered.
50 main. Looking at Emig. Cuts to the inside on Jeff Emig. Emig, though, not willing to give up that spot. This kind of racing will let McGrath get into a good position as well.
Emig, clean pass. He knew that that Ward was wounded and he could take advantage of him. Gave him a lot of room. Emig now the leader. McGrath won't wait long. He's gone. He's around Ward already.
Emig is fast enough to stay out in front, but will he go without mistakes? Emig, the former 125 champion in the outdoors, known for his outdoor performance, tried to focus earlier this year on Supercross. Here's McGrath.
He bumped him. He chopped in front of him with a block pass, hit Emig's front wheel. That will add to the enmity between these two, I'm sure. But McGrath has gone from 13th to 1st. Crash in the heat race.
Jeremy McGrath, a comfortable lead when it comes to Mike LaRocco.
LaRocco was unable to do tonight what he thinks he has to do to beat Jeremy. His belief is that the only way charge through traffic. Last week at Orlando, Jeremy's 11th career win tied him with the 1980 champ Mike Bell. If he wins tonight, he's tied with David Bailey, the 83 champion, at 12 victories.
About this time last week, we were holding our breath. as LaRocco made his charge on McGrath. Not the situation here today.
He's close, but I just find it hard to believe that he's going to get around. That's going to take a last lap miracle. McGrath is going to finally win his first Houston Supercross. Man, his teammate number 8, Doug Henry, in the process.
Henry was as high as 5th, but he's suffered from lack of practice time as well, as we see the checker flag come out. Win number 2 in 2 events for Jeremy McGrath.
In my opinion, Art, the best career performance ever for Jeremy McGrath. Yeah, from last to first in that San Jose 125 race was terrific, but that's 125s. This is a different class of people. When you can go from 15th to 1st against these guys, you are the undisputed champion of the Supercross world.
Can't be too disappointed with second. You've been made short work of everybody out there, but you just were one step behind Jeremy. What do you have to do to beat him?
Well, I think the best thing to do is to get out in front of him, which, again, tonight I didn't do, but I definitely have the speed to do it, and, you know, I caught Jeremy towards the end of that race. I was just kind of hanging in there trying to find him, you know, a place where I could pass him, but, you know, he wasn't making any mistakes, so I made it tough.
All right, Jeremy, you didn't have your work cut out for you. No hole shot this time. You were a little bit far back, but you made short work of that and got up front. How was it in the early going?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. You know, I was in there with my teammates, and I threw a couple block passes that, you know, I didn't think they were too bad, but, you know, I kind of got off balance on the start and didn't get such a great start. So, you know, unfortunately, I had to come from behind, but that just lets everyone know that I can do it.
Once you got out front, did you feel confident?
Well, I felt confident for a while. Then I seen Mike coming on strong, so then I had to pick up the pace again. And, you know, I think that's the toughest race I've ever had to race. And the last 6 laps were pretty tough.
When Jeremy says it's tough, you know we've had a great race, Dave.
Tell you what, Art, this is a disaster for all Jeremy's challengers who've been able to kid themselves. If he ever gets a bad start, we can beat him.
And Jeff Emig gets out of the gate pretty well on the inside. Larry Ward gets the whole shot, but look at Mike LaRocco once again a long way behind.
3rd week in a row, it's number 11 out front. How about the no-lean Yamaha? But you're right, LaRocco's got to play catch-up again. We've said it before, that's always fireworks time when 1 and 6 get together.
Ward with 2 hole shots in 3 races. Emig got the other one, and they're up front. Emig, Ward, McGrath, and Stanton. But the top 3 starting to pull away from Stanton already.
Emig didn't waste any time getting a roll shot 2 weeks running. Is in danger of going to 3rd, and Jeremy's got him.
Emig holding the edge as they go for the jump. Jeff was never really in the first race of the year in Orlando, where he started out 11th and finished 7th. Back to Anaheim, California. 250 Supercross main event action. Jeff Emig in front of Jeremy McGrath. Number 11 is Larry Ward in 3rd, with Jeff Stanton in 4th. Jeff Emig. Emig, one of only 2 riders other than Jeremy to lead laps this year.
Ooh, looky there. McGrath did a triple jump to the inside, took the line away from Emig. Jeremy knows that he just makes Emig crazy. These 2 guys don't like each other, and McGrath uses it on Emig.
Emig fighting back, taking the inside now as they go wheel to wheel.
Wow, what a comeback. Emig not having any of it. Says, I don't like this guy. I want to be in front of him, and he put a great retaliatory pass on Jeremy McGrath. Has any?
Absolutely correct, Dave, as they come off the whoops. Let's check this move, and Emig able to take the line away from Jeremy.
Yeah, brake checked him a little bit. I tell you, before this year is out, I think there's going to be trouble between these 2 guys. There's some very strong comments about this guy in print, and you know Emig can read.
Stanton taking Ward, or very close to it anyway, in 3rd, as Emig holding on to the lead.
That's Doug Henry. He's riding 5th.
Jeff Matasevich right behind him as Jeremy McGrath couldn't quite get the buster out of the corner.
He's keeping the pressure on Emig. He wants to force the mistake and get to the lead. And right here is where he passed him last time.
Emig takes the short jump. Jeremy takes the triple, looks up at him as if to say, what are you doing up there? Sherman now much more aggressive.
He's not going to catch him again. This thing is over unless maybe Stanton into the hay bales, and that'll be a disappointment for him.
And meanwhile, sailing through the air with ease, taking 2 triples over those small little jumps, is victory at the start of the season. This win tying him with Rick Johnson's record of 14 wins in consecutive seasons, but Davey gets closer to that mark. And they're off. Matasovic with a good start. Number 21, Kyle Lewis on the outside. McGrath behind him.
Number 1's got a lot of catching up to do. This should be interesting.
It's Matasovic, then Craig, Emig, Ward, LaRocco, and then Jeremy McGrath. There's laps to number 4. 7, LaRocco with a banging of the bike with number 1, Jeremy McGrath.
Those are the 2 hot dogs of the series thus far, and they're hooked up in a battle early, but it is the 1994. If he doesn't, he's history. Doing well would be winning this race.
Jeremy McGrath is dialed in on his teammate Lamson, and he passes him on the jump.
Lamson came up short. He saw him casing it a little bit. The bike almost stopped, and McGrath just shot by. Great.
A first lap crash in Houston, but he went from last to 10th in 8 laps and finished up 9th in that race.
You know who we haven't seen is my pick to be series champion this year, Jeff Stanton. Matasovic doing well here. After Craig passed him, I thought he'd do the fast fade. He held off McGrath for a long time, but there goes Jeremy. Get glimpses of number 3, Mike Kiedrowski, periodically. He is 5th, and in the middle of what's shaping up is a pretty good 3-man battle. Look out.
LaRocco moving into 3rd place. Right here as he's following LaRocco, and LaRocco runs into the corner. Matasovic also gets tangled up. A bad break for Jack
here, Dave. Yeah, he was first to admit last year that a lot of his crashes were caused by the fact that he got tired. Now Michael Craig is getting up early in the morning, going out and running. He's got Brian Lunnis beating on him constantly. The interesting question is how much Jeremy has left. You know, it's conceivable that he might be riding that puppy just as hard as he can ride it, and his little tongue might be hanging out because he's been sick.
Jeremy, setting the single season record of 10 wins last year, still felt he had something to prove coming into this season.
I don't know. I think a lot of people this year are still, you know, I've heard a lot of doubt already still, but, you know, it doesn't bother me. The more doubt there is, the better I ride.
Right now it's wheel to wheel with Michael Craig trying to sneak in. Craig gets it inside the corner.
In a lap or 2.
Kiedrowski is back in 3rd, not that far away should something happen to the front runners, and you never know with those 2 going at it.
Craig got way out of shape on that whoop-de-doo, got her side.
LaRocco takes the inside, comes down, his elbow hit the back of Emig. Emig give him a little karate kick.
To me, this looks like Jeremy coming in there trying to set up a pass.
There you got it. Didn't look that hard either, did it, Dave?
I wonder if he didn't sit back there and watch Craig's lines for 10 laps and then find a place where it looked easy to him. There is no doubt in my mind. It's just that Kiedrowski's so pumped up that he's going to try to pull off a miracle here.
Jeremy looking for his 4th consecutive win, his 14th in a season and about a quarter. Kiedrowski pulling up a little closer right now.
Reminds me of Orlando when LaRocco ran McGrath down. LaRocco was clipping 2 seconds a lap off Jeremy's pace in that race, but tonight Jeremy's ill. That makes a big difference.
In a rut, things can change rapidly.
Well, he's got her down to 3-4 bike. Oh, Kiedrowski tipped it over.
Kiedrowski goes down. Can he hold on a second now? Get back on the bike quick enough? I think he can. Craig was far enough behind as taking the checkers. Jeremy McGrath here, honored to be mentioned in the same breath as Ricky Johnson. Well, one more win, and he's tied Johnson's mark for consecutive victories at the start of.
Signor McGrath, perché vincere sempre?
Well, I guess just the practicing during the week and the good bike from Honda.
You're a little sick. Was that affecting you at all?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I felt it in the heat race and in the main event. I was really tired, and hopefully I'll get rid of it this week. I mean, I rode a strong race for what I had. I mean, track was really one line, and, you know, I just did my best.
Okay, that was 4 wins in a row. Next week you're going for the record. Does that bear on your mind at all, or what?
No, right now I just want to get rid of my cold.
All ready to go now for the 250 main event. You asked for it, you got it. Look at Jeff Matasovic, number 21 on the inside. He'll get the whole shot. Emig is also there. Right. McGrath, sad news for the rest of the field right there. In good position in Matasovic in front of Jeremy McGrath.
Jeremy's going after him. You saw him shove it up on the inside of Matasovic right there. A little contact, but they're staying very close to Matasovic.
Oh, he hit hard, almost cased it. Jeremy McGrath takes advantage of it and blasts his way through.
The move with Emig and Matasovic still in front of him. Craig dispatched.
Oh, nice inside pass by Jeremy McGrath. Jumps here.
He's never won one of these things. If Jeremy wins tonight, it'll be his 16th career victory. Jeff Emig has never won one. He's been...
Skip, we know Jeremy's in great shape. It looks like he's sitting there just sizing up Emig. You think that's what he's doing?
Yeah, I think, well, he tried to make a move right there. Oh, yeah, we just got it. So, he sat back. I mean, that hoop section's pretty tough. You try to push it, you may go down. We're out front now. Let's see if we can extend this lead a little bit.
Going to do to top that. He says it's easy. I'm going to try to win 11. He's going to be halfway there at the halfway point of the season.
He's really on track, isn't he, as he takes around the final lap.
Motorcycle around a Supercross track.
And Dave, while a lot of them are flying through the air, Jeremy McGrath taking the checkers flag, not even celebrating. He's pooped. Jeff Emig coming across second.
But while victims, there's 15 guys there that can run into you.
LaRocco on the inside, but Kehoe gets a great start. McGrath coming from the outside. Oh, McGrath gets through.
He got position on the gate. Kehoe leads it. He won't last long. Watch Jeremy zap him on the inside.
Real quick. And it's Henry in second place now, moving in front of Kehoe, as Jeremy McGrath has pulled off the impossibility almost.
You know, did he do it? From way on the outside, the field charges. He goes late to the brakes and runs way up in there. Nobody on the inside had any trouble. All the different ways he had found to win. Well, he found a way tonight that nobody has ever found before. This is the first time in history anybody's come through the last chance qualifier to win the feature.
Oh, what determination and fine riding on a very difficult course. You can see those ruts look like canyons right now as Jeremy McGrath coasting to the checkered flag.
All right, Jeremy, while you're out there in the lead, I asked Skip, I said he, quote unquote, said he was a little PO'd and he was going to win the main.
Well, you know, I had some unfortunate luck tonight, and, you know, I was destined to win that main. I've had enough bad luck. Last race I got 7th, and I think it's BS, you know. I'm out there to win and put on a show for these guys, and, you know, I admit I'm having fun, but there's times that I get mad, and when I get mad, that's all there is to it.
I told you, you got all that stuff out of your system, all that bad luck in the first 2.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I couldn't have had a worse spot on the gate, so my mind was totally on neutral, and, you know, I was concentrated on that start. And that's what I did, and I went out there and put the best 6 laps in, first 6 laps, and got a little lead there, and then just took it to him.
Morning, a nice crowd. As we get set now, the gate dropping. Jeremy McGrath, Jeff Matasevich standing out in front. Ward, Kiedrowski on the outside. LaRocco in the middle.
Oh, he's on.
He goes down.
And then handed it over to Matasevich and Craig. Now Jeremy from Matasevich.
Craig winning back in Tampa when Jeremy had his problems. But
McGrath, number 1, is coming on. He has moved up to put the pressure on Doug Henry. And there, look at that. He cleared the tabletop. He jumped right over the jump. Didn't bother to stop at the top of it and passed Henry in the process. He's looking for a way around. Let's go to the sky cam. He's going to come down on the inside. Look him get the front wheel down. That enables him to turn inside and make the block pass on Matasevich. I love that camera. It shows you things you don't see from the ground.
19, Michael Craig. Let's see what the strategy. Oh, he slips on that step up. Whoop, that gives some room for Jeremy and gives him the edge, gives him the better line. And Jeremy McGrath is now our new leader. 14 laps, Michael Craig led in this race, and Jeremy McGrath takes it away.
See, that time he doesn't bother to try to clear that double jump. He's on cruise control.
Jeremy McGrath headed toward his 8th win, nail down a 3rd. Unless a mistake is made, the knack on the triple.
As he's with their first opportunity to watch Jeremy do business in their...
As we're getting ready for the green flag. And the gate drops. It's Emig Stanton, a good break from the gate. They're in the middle. Ward on the outside. McGrath behind Emig. He's praying he doesn't go down. And over the hay bales is Michael Jones. Clears it up. Rejoins the fray. McGrath 3rd. Number 5, Stanton 4th. As Emig and Craig right out in front. Emig got the whole shot, but Craig tries for him on the corner.
Shoulder surgery after Charlotte and be out for the rest of the year. Passed on the surgery and has done a great job since.
Certainly likes this harder packed soil now as McGrath goes for Emig and slips inside him. The start is in 9th. Out in front, Michael Craig getting the challenge for number 1, Jeremy McGrath. Cuts inside, and McGrath now in the lead.
I think Jeremy figured that out the lap before when he went.
A lot of slack. We've got the scene set for a tremendous finish of this race.
I'm very impressed that Kiedrowski has caught Jeremy McGrath, the fastest man in Supercross, and maybe the fastest man in Supercross history. Jeremy's been a little tentative, perhaps, a little tight. He just doesn't seem to have quite the perfect rhythm. Kiedrowski's got a shot at him, although it is a long shot. That is a measure of Jeremy's greatness. See how the foot kind of dragged off the foot peg there? His rhythm is off. Kiedrowski's got him.
Yes. Here comes number 3. Mike Kiedrowski into the lead now. It'll be interesting to see what Jeremy tries to do in coming back. This is not an easy track to come back on.
We talked about Lusk's strategy earlier when the championship was on the line. Consider Jeremy's situation here. Do you try to go back and attack him and win this race, or do you just sit on the point lead? Tough call.
Of nature, here's the finish line jump area. White flag, and Jeremy bumps into Mike Kiedrowski, sends him wide, regains the lead here on the final lap. Let's see what Kiedrowski can do as they come up on the lappers.
For all the runaways that we've seen this year with Jeremy McGrath, we come down to Dallas in a terrific two-man battle in traffic on the last lap. Look out.
Jeremy McGrath in front of Mike Kiedrowski. But we've got the whoops to go yet as they both pass Henry, number 8.
Let's hope the lappers stay out of the way. See him getting the blue flag. It's 1 and 3. Those are the two guys you want to worry about. Look at LaRocco. He's caught him.
Kiedrowski, though, he gets the line he wants. Kiedrowski, he moves in with a slight lead off the whoops, and Jeremy goes flying in toward the mechanics area. Kiedrowski had to go into the hay bales. LaRocco has passed the two of them. It will be a Mike LaRocco victory. Incredible finish.
Unbelievable. McGrath went after him. There's LaRocco taking the checkered flag. Jeremy took a huge chance on the last lap
of the season. Another look at this unbelievable move.
Kiedrowski had the fast line. Jeremy tried to use him as a berm. High-sided, hooked his knee.
Well, here's the reaction we were waiting for. It's all smiles as they shake hands.
Jerry Rush or anything. You said you were going to be there, and man, I don't know what the heck was going on, but you tell me.
Yeah, you know, I got up in the second behind Jeremy, and you know, he was riding pretty smooth and pretty fast, and I was just trying to keep consistent. You know, at the end of the race, I knew I'd be stronger, and he made a mistake, didn't jump the triples, and I got by, but maybe I was riding a little too cautious, or he was riding more aggressive, and he got me back, and then through the whoops, I said, I'm either going for it or falling down, you know. And went through it, and I had him, and he just went inside of me and caught my front wheel and just looped his bike out, so, you know, I almost had the win.
That was a spectacular crash. Happened right in front of all the mechanics, and then it was like, everybody was like holding their breath because you were up on top of the jump and Jeremy was down.
I think I could have pulled off the win if I wouldn't have hit the hay bales, but I hit him and got tied up in those.
Well, you said you were going to be there. Good job, I guess.
Thank you.
Psycho motorcycle racing.
Team Kawasaki.
Okay, Jeremy, a little air of disappointment on your face. You were out there roosting, and then super-duper thrills and chills wipeout. What happened out there?
Yeah, Mike got a little close to me, and you know, I gotta say, it was pretty hot out there, so it's probably winded a little bit, but you know, he put good pressure on me. I apologize for running into him, but you know, that's what you gotta do to win, and you know, I'm sure he'll do it back to me someday.
Was that a climactic finish right there? You guys totally wiped out in front of everybody in the mechanics, and then it was like, who can scramble to their feet the fastest?
Well, I think he passed me in the whoops, and then I kind of, at the end, I felt that I had a little more drive than him, and that's why I went inside, and you know, he wasn't letting off, and I wasn't going to let off. I wasn't going to give it to him, so I made him earn it.
Still got 50 points in the lead.
You know, I'm sitting in a comfortable lead. It was kind of probably a stupid chance to take, but, you know, I want to win every race I can and, you know, do it for Honda.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
The 250 finale for the 1994 season. Defending champion Jeremy McGrath with the #1 plate from last year has already secured the 250 title for this year. And it is Jeremy. Look out. This track is his kind of track. Privateer Yamahas, 21, Matasevich. Then the factory man, Craig Novel for Kiedrowski as we go up to Jeremy McGrath and watch the leader's style around here. Let's hear from Jerry Bernardo with Skip Norfolk.
Did you just say plus 14 on Mike LaRocco?
Yeah, right now things are going good. He's got really good lines out there. You know, he's been wanting to do this all year long, and it's really good that he's finally got a chance to go out there and dominate like he did last year. Right now he's pumped. Things are going good. And it's been a difficult year, a tough year mentally, but this is letting it go. He's having fun right now.
And no one has done what Jeremy McGrath probably will do here with this huge lead, unless he gets another flat tire.
Not true.
And that is, place at least in the top 10 in every race for 2 years and win 2 championships at the same time.
That's every Supercross race he's ever run in the 250 class. He's never been out of the top 10. What a guy.
Checkered flag for Jeremy McGrath.
We're looking up to the king, Jeremy McGrath. Going out with a bang, round 15. 15 seconds on second place, Mike LaRocco.
Well, you know, this is the longest winning streak that I haven't won, and I definitely wanted to prove a point. Hold on, I'm getting lightheaded. I want to sit down.
Okay. That's cool. That makes for good TV. I'll fill in while you're taking a little break. I'll say, you told me you wanted to win. I knew you wanted to win. There's a lot of stuff on the line like prestige, but let's talk about that $7,000 for the Coors Light Super Challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Coors Light gave me a great present this time.
That's for sure.
You know, actually I earned it, but I think that might be another record. I don't think anyone's ever won all the Coors Light money, and I just did.
Yeah. What are you going to do with all that cake?
I don't know.
Something?
First, I'll put it in the bank, then I'll probably spend it.
We are in Vegas. You're not going to do anything stupid tonight after the race, are you?
No, I already brought my allotment for money, and I'm doing all right, so I'm sure going to gamble. I know that.
The kickoff of the Kenworthy Motocross Park Outdoor National. The gate is down. The charge is on. Here they come to the first turn. Dowd's got a great start as they make the turn. Here's Jeremy. No surprise there.
Well, he just ducked under on the first corner there. I think Dowd drifted a little wide, and already you can see evidence of it's a Supercross style track, and right now Jeremy looks really relaxed and in control.
Right now Jeremy McGrath is definitely on cruise control.
Well, he's built up a nice lead, and he can afford to just kind of cruise in, like you said, and he's enjoying this. This is his first 250 Moto National win.
And now we'll be focusing on Moto number 2 because the elusive target, the overall.
Congratulations. It must be a tremendous feeling to win your first outdoor national moto.
Yeah, it's a tremendous tiring feeling. I mean, you know, this stuff is really hard, and I'm really stoked on my first national win. No breaks for me. I got the whole shot led from start to finish, and you know, hopefully that's just the beginning of what's gonna come in the future here. Next year I plan on giving it 100% the whole year. Into this plan, and you know, I want to see what I can do
out of here and make this thing, you know, take the least amount of time as possible. If he can just go out in the second moto and enjoy himself, be a lot better.
And to turn 1, big wide sweeping turn, and jumping out front is McGrath, what we've seen all year. But up front it is a 2-man battle, and McGrath really looks sharp here.
Jam they used to have in the first few corners.
Well, Jeremy's got them all behind him early on here. Take a look at the early running order. There's Jeremy McGrath takes the checkered flag.